What's up, guys? How we doing? So I want to talk a little bit about the MXGPs. I know I'm not an MXGP expert, but I'm really paying attention this year. I'm watching it, and I was impressed with a lot of the things I saw in France this weekend. First off, Sascha Coenen, made of rubber. Whew, I'll get into that in a second, but before we get into this, if you haven't tried Nano-Xtreme, I strongly recommend it. Use the link in the description and get your sample. Don't take my word for it. Get your sample and you decide how good it is. That's how confident they are in this product. And then when you're ready to buy, head over to Nano-Xtreme and use code COOKSY for free shipping. Check out the Coach Rob podcast. He's got all sorts of different content, from physical fitness to interviews with industry legends like Daniel Blair, Eric Bartolos, Big E, and many more. He's got Rhino on there. But yeah, head over to Coach Rob's YouTube.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
So Tim Gajser, I used to call him No Visor Gajser because it seemed like every single highlight he was missing a visor because he would have some horrendous, crazy crash, hop back up. And yes, the dude's made out of, I don't know what him and Sascha Coenen are made out of, but it's probably the same thing. These guys have taken some of the biggest hits I've ever seen and been able to keep racing. But I don't think I can call him No Visor Gajser anymore. He is so solid. He has won 4 motos in a row and just looks completely in control out there. Tim No Visor Gajser is, wow, he looks head and shoulders above everybody else. Veteran and multi-time champion Romain Febvre, he kept him honest, and he really tried. I mean, this is the French GP, and he is in France. He didn't want to lose to Tim Gajser at his home track. He did his very best to give the home crowd what they wanted and a hometown guy winning the race, but he just had nothing for Tim Gajser. This high-speed track, like, it was almost made for Tim Gajser. He was flying around there, and he looked so smooth and in control. And the other French rider, Maxime Renaux. Now, I feel bad for this guy. He broke his hand before the last GP. That's 2 weeks in a row. He's had broken metatarsals, I believe, in his hand. So he's got like a boxer fracture. He's out there trying to battle through and save as many points as he can. I think he's down 46 points. But in the GPs, it's a little different. You get 10 points for qualifying race and then 25 for each moto. So on a given weekend, you can make up a lot of points. And there's 17 rounds to go. They've got 3 rounds down and 17 to go. So it's a long run before we decide who's the champion. And I think Maxime Renaux, he gets a week off and then they have another race. And then if he can make it through this week off and then the next race, I think after that, he'll be good to go with that hand. And I was wondering, where's Jeffrey Herlings? I forgot. He tore his ACL in October, but I thought for some reason that he might be ready for the start of the season. He's not. With 3 rounds down, that's a lot of points to make up. And that would be if he comes in, as the Jeffrey Herlings of old, which I don't think he will. But when he does decide to show up, he will be very, very important to this championship. He's going to get in between Gajser, Febvre, and Renaux, and possibly Lucas Coenen. And that will spread out the points a little bit and make, these. So when you have like a giant point lead, the points are going to change quickly in this MXGP class because there are so many guys on so many different days, on so many different conditions. And you got to stay healthy all the way through October to win this championship. And speaking of Lucas Coenen, he's still under 23, but he decided to go 450 this year, and he looks pretty damn good on it. He won the qualifying race. He got his first podium, but he doesn't, I don't think anybody was going to stay with Gajser on that track, but Lucas Coenen, he did okay. He got a 3-3 for 3rd overall. I believe he just barely edged Coldenhoff on the Fantic in that second moto. By the way, Coldenhoff, he's ageless. That guy's got to be pretty old. He's been around forever. Now he's riding the Fantic. I know it's a Yamaha. Still, he can't have the same resources as factory Yamaha being on a Fantic. Anyway, I look for Lucas Coenen to get a win or 2 this year, but I don't see him getting up there and battling for the championship. He's just too inconsistent. And when you jump to that 450 class in MXGP, it is a big jump. They kick everybody out at 23 out of the 250 class. So all the fast guys are in the 450s. You don't have any guys like RJ Hampshire or Jordan Smith down there just staying in the 250 class and sandbagging it. And as much as I dislike that, I'm going to play devil's advocate and say, you know what? I actually don't mind this. It does have some good tendencies. So what this does is it makes sure, you can't sandbag down there. So there's a guy like Hunter Yoder here in the United States. He'll probably never get a ride. But if you pushed out guys like Jordan Smith, RJ Hampshire, Austin Faulkner, they'd have to dig a little bit deeper, and we'd see more guys who never get their shot on a factory equipment get their shot in MXGP because they're pushed out. And then if you can't make it in the 450s, that's where it sucks. Your career's over. Like Jordi Tixier, great, world champion, but never really did much in the 450 class. But I guess that's the whole point, is no sandbagging. We'll get the best of the best in the 450s, and the rest, I guess they'll have to figure something else out. Check out Ride Strapped. Get your goggles, glasses, shirts. Get your Industry Outsider shirt, your Red Pill shirt. RideStrap.com. If you're shipping anything, use Precision Transport. That's pretransport.com. They're a family-owned shipping company that believes in reasonable pricing and customer service. Hit up pretransport.com. Check out Alias MX gear. They are making a comeback. This is some high-quality gear. I think Eric Grondal actually designed most of it, and he's a wizard when it comes to the gear. Very, very artistic and very good with the quality they've put into this gear. So check out aliasmx.com. So in the 250 class, or the MX2, Adamo, man, he looked good out there. He got second in the first moto. His teammate, Simon Langenfelder, beat him in the first moto. And then the second moto, he charged in that second moto, and he had a battle. The French rider, Benestat, he wanted that second moto victory so bad. And it was so important for Adamo. Had he not held on for that moto win, Langenfelder would have been the overall winner with a 1-3 when he would have had a 2-2. So everything was on the line, and he was pushing so hard. They were scaring me on that track, how fast they were coming down those hills. Very high speed. It was a gnarly track, man. Speaking of how gnarly it was, Sasha Coenen was, man, this dude scares me. He can run that top pace, but he looks like he's going to die at any moment. And as proof, in the qualifying race, oh man, he flew off the track, hit. I have no idea how he wasn't hurt. He raced the next day, rode the first moto, I think he got fourth. And then the second moto, he hole shots, and he's bombing down the hill and gets like a head shake and just eats it. I don't know how fast he was going, but he had to be going upwards of 60, 65 down that hill. That's miles per hour for you European people, not kilometers. Sorry, I live in the United States. I only know miles per hour, not kilometers. He's fun to watch. He reminds me of an RJ Hampshire, a Jordan Smith, one of those dudes that will never cheat you on effort, but he's also a little bit scary, and man, he is not scared to twist it. I hope he can stay healthy because like I said, he worries me. Liam Everts, he won the qualifying race. I believe he won the qualifying race and took the point lead, because you can take the point lead. You get 10 points for the qualifying race that's on Saturday, which I love, that it actually matters for more than start position. So he takes the red plate from Kaida Wolf, and then he goes out there in the motos, and he looked good. He was battling up front, but he just didn't have anything for the front three. Adamo, Langenfelder, and Benestant just had him covered. So he settled in, stayed in front of Kaida Wolf, and he gained a few points on Kaida Wolf. He's got a 5-point lead over Kaida Wolf now. Adamo is only 3 points behind. This thing's wide open. The top 5 in this series all have a legitimate shot. And with the way these guys ride, any weekend could be a huge point swing. Somebody will go down. Somebody will break a bike. These dudes are sending it. If you want to watch some pure excitement, watch these kids in that MX2 class. They are young, and they are not afraid to grab a handful and try and prove what they can do out there in that GP circuit. Man, I was blown away with the fans. There's so many fans at MXGPs. They pack it in there, which blows me away. And I got to remind everyone, these riders don't make purse money. They get all their money from their sponsors and their teams. All that purse money goes to the Luongo family. They are just raking it in and giving nothing back. It's crazy. But hey, as long as they're going to keep doing it, I guess, I'm going to keep paying for this stupid pass, and you guys are going to buy tickets, and they're going to race for free. And I don't know what we're going to do about that, but at some point, somebody has to do something. Anyway, thank you, members. You're all entered to win the Red Bull KTM Cooper Webb helmet that we're giving away at the end of this month. And here's your